is going to be just making this trophy count big. Oh my goodness. It is the watch along. It is Bayern Munich against the likes of Gladbach. It is the Bundesliga round 33. And what a way it is Thomas Muller going to win the 13th title. My goodness. We are going to win the Bundesliga. Bayern against Gladbach. What a watch along we will be having for today. And it is Thomas Muller on one side. It is the likes of Harry Kane. Oh my goodness. How could things be looking so good? And Bayern are going to be making that for the 34th time, because with 2 matches in hand, we have been able to get the Bundesliga title. And it is coming home, my boys. It is coming home. The Bundesliga title is coming home. We will be having the watch along of Bundesliga round 33. It is Bayern against Gladbach for the round 33. But how is this going to be? Will we be getting Florian Wirtz into the squad? Will we be able to get Florian Wirtz? Is that the thing which is going to be incoming? Is that the thing which is going to be incoming? Florian Wirtz, is he going to be incoming? Can Bayern seal the summer transfer of Florian Wirtz coming to Bayern this summer? Will that the thing be happening? We will be having that aspect also. There is a Q&A that who will win today, Bayern Munich or Borussia Mönchengladbach? That is going to be the watch for the Bundesliga round 33. It is the lineups for Bayern over here on the screen. Just give me those moments to share those links on those social media platforms. Yes, boys. Yes, we are going to be winning the Bundesliga round 33. What a great weekend we will be having, because it is the likes of the matches. It is Leverkusen and Dortmund. Also this weekend we will be having the watch of that. It is the El Clasico big clash. It is the likes of Barcelona against Real Madrid. We will be having the watch of that this weekend. Manchester United against West Ham, and it is Liverpool against Arsenal. Big clashes happening this weekend, but Bayern has sealed the victory. Bayern has sealed the Bundesliga shield for the 34th time. Those of you who are watching, give your predictions for the game which we are watching now. Bayern against Borussia Mönchengladbach for the Bundesliga round 33. Who is going to win that? And more important is that, are we going to be getting Florian Wirtz? Are we going to be getting Florian Wirtz this summer? That is the big question, because it is the likes of Thomas Muller who is departing from Bayern. It is going to be Florian Wirtz. Wirtz-Zala is the word which we are going to be having. Wirtz-Zala is the word which we are going to be having. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Are we going to be winning those big trophies for today? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. This lineup, we have got Manuel Neuer back in the squad. We have got Manuel Neuer back in the squad. My goodness, look at that. Look at that. We have got Manuel Neuer. Oh my god. Florian Wirtz, is he going to be coming to Bayern or not? Jonas Ubig has been dropped. Manuel Neuer is again back. My goodness, look at that. Look at that. It is, but it is good that Manuel Neuer is back in the squad. But what I would generally like is to give more playtime to Ubig. Oh my goodness, look at that. We want those big playtime for Ubik to be coming. Can we get big transfers of Florian Wirtz to be incoming? That is also the aspect. Everyone on the votes are giving that hell yeah, Bayern are going to get Florian Wirtz this summer. Oh my goodness. The votes have been cast. 100% votes on this whole section are there that Bayern are going to get Florian Wirtz this summer. But I am more interested in watching the likes of Florian Wirtz not in the squad, but I would generally want to have good central midfielders on the pitch. That is what the aspect I would want to be having this. Because Florian Wirtz, is he going to be that big one talking to be into the squad? But give me those time, because this game is about to begin in just 4 more minutes and I will just share those cheeky picky links. Let me have that moment to share those cheeky picky links. And those of you who are watching, give your answers. Can Bayern win today against Borussia Mönchengladbach? Will we be having that win? My goodness. We want Florian Wirtz, but Florian Wirtz with those transfers, I don't think that it is going to be that easy, because it is the likes of those 100 millions plus transfers to be talking. Those 100 million plus transfers to be talking. That is the thing which is looking. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, will Bayern be able to get Florian Wirtz? For this watch along, we are having that big party. Look at that. Eric Dyer is leaving Bayern and he is being felicitated. Thomas Müller, the last game he will be playing. It is the second last game I think Thomas Müller will be playing for today. But are we going to be making that? Are we going to be making that or not is a big question. Are we going to be making that or not is a big question. Can we get Florian Wirtz this summer? Can we get Florian Wirtz this summer? Those miseries are going to be counting big. Those miseries are going to be counting big. Those miseries are going to be counting big. No denying the fact, if things are going this way, the miseries are going to be counting this way. Mia and Mr. Douche Mister is getting those. Mia and Mr. Give your votes, guys. Can Bayern get Wirtz transfer this summer? We are going to be making that or not? Manuel Neuer is there in the squad for today. But can we get Florian Wirtz? Wirtz-Zala is the word which we want to be happening. But can we get Florian Wirtz? That is another big aspect to be watching. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, give your votes. Can Bayern get Wirtz this summer? Are we going to be making that or not? Give your votes, boys. Give your votes. Bundesliga round 33, it will be a not that big efficient thing to be talking, because Borussia Mönchengladbach can cause those upsets. No denying the fact they have that capability of causing those upsets. But what the thing which we want to be talking is that, can we get Florian Wirtz or not? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. We will be having the watch along of the last legendary Thomas Müller. Mies and Mr. He is there on the page. Mies and Mr. is there on the page. We want this legendary Thomas Müller to be scoring a hat-trick for today. My goodness. The game has begun. Oh my goodness. The game has just begun. Look at that. It is onto the wings. It is Thomas Müller going high up over there. He gets a double one inside the box. Olise, Limer, it is Kimmich. Blocked. It has been blocked. Clint the man. Will he be talking much? It is Gladbach. Gladbach are looking for some counters on the mid pitch. Kimmich and Koretska there. They are blocking that goal. They are blocking that goal. My goodness, this game has already taken that big glory moments to be upcoming. They have got that big glory moments to be upcoming. But can we get the likes of Gladbach losing that and the summer transfers of Florian Wirtz to be incoming? It is Eric Dyer trying to get it past Kleindienst. Gladbach has that recovery ball. Pena the man moving high up. Guerrero is playing on the left backs, but look at his position. He is moving so much on the mid pitch. Now he passes that to Josh. Let me just have those share moment, boys. Just give me 2 minutes. I will have that share moments and then we will be back in talking this how we are making that big. Bayern fans will be really happy that we have got that 34th Bundesliga, but things will be a bit crazy if there is going to be anything missing. Things are going to be a bit crazy if we are going to be missing the likes of Florian Wirtz to be incoming. We want that happen, boy. We want that happen. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, give your votes. Are we going to be making that big? Florian Wirtz transfer, is that going to be happening? Bambi is still injured. Bambi is still injured. Bambi is still injured. Bambi is still injured. We can't get Bambi for this game because it is the club transfers which will be happening. It is the club transfers which will be happening. And we definitely want to have Florian Wirtz to be incoming, guys. We definitely want Florian Wirtz to be incoming. If that is not going to be, it is going to be a big upset. It is definitely going to be a big upset. Yes, those cheeky piggy links have been shared. Those cheeky piggy links have been shared. But look at this lineup over here. Look at this lineup over here. We are not going to talk about the lineups for today, my boys. We are not going to be talking about the lineups for today. It is Olise with that cross, corner incoming, header comes in. Eric Dyer, will he get that? Missed, my boy. Eric Dyer has that miss. It is Olise again. He is now on the left wings. Look at that. Guerrero now passes to Eric Dyer again. Conrad Lima this time. Stanisic, Kimmich again. Kimmich gets that cross. It is to Guerrero. Make that cross, my boy. Make that cross. Head it. Head it good. Coman. Coman. Kingsley Coman. King. King needs to be a bit more clinical, but is it the likes of Kingsley Coman? Is he going to be leaving? Kingsley Coman, is he going to be leaving? Because Kingsley Coman is going to be definitely leaving this. Oh my God, look at that shot taken. So good. It was so close. Thomas Muller, dang him, my man. You made that first shot. It was close for that far post. My goodness. Thomas wants something into that far post to be incoming. Thomas Muller wants something to the far post to be incoming. Borussia Mönchengladbach, the Gladbach, have that capability of causing those upsets. But it is not of that concern because the 34th Bundesliga title is at home, and on the 18th of May we will be having that watch-along party. But for this Bundesliga round 33, can we get a victory? And this summer, can we get the transfer of Florian Wirtz? And can we get 100 goals this season? Can we get 100 goals this season? Can we get 100 goals this season? Look at these stats. Look at these stats. My goodness. So close of getting 100 goals this season. Look at that. 33 matches played. We have scored 93 goals. 2 games. With this upcoming, can we make 100 goals? It will be a big one. Jump, Hacknix. That will be the season. We will be having that. Again, recap of it if we are going to get 100 goals this season. Gladbach are moving with those counters time and again. Gladbach are moving with those counters time and again. Look at that cross. Manuel Neuer. He gets attached to it, I guess. What a save. Manuel Neuer back from the injuries, and he has made that save good. It was on target. That shot from Gladbach was on target. Manuel Neuer just made that back move. Look at that. What a save. Manuel Neuer made that brilliant save into the nets. It was on the target, my boys. It was on the target, but at the expense of a corner incoming. Taken good header, but out for a goal kick. Look at that. Manuel Neuer just made a brilliant save. 8 minutes, 30 seconds on the watch, and what a brilliant save that was from Manuel Neuer. It is now Goretzka this time on the mid pitch, passing it high up. We are having Tom Bischoff on those transfers. But can we get Florian Wirtz? But is Wirtz worth paying for those more than 100 millions in those contracts? Is he that worth for to be paying? Can Bayern get that transfer? And is Florian Wirtz more than those 100 million transfers? Or it is that Bundesliga scarce moment where Bayern has to buy Florian Wirtz. Borussia Mönchengladbach have got clean deans. They have got clean deans. They have got clean deans. They have that good score as well. Look at that. This man, clean deans, is bit capable of turning any games upside down, as well as the likes of Alassane play on the mid pitch. He is not on the lineups, but he will be coming on for those substitutes. Gladbach at the Allianz Arena are causing some sort of upsets, but is that going to be big enough? Is that going to be big enough? But look at this Bundesliga season, we are close to making 95 goals, 93. We have made 2 more matches left. Can we make those 100 goals? Jump, Heckness. That legendary season, are we going to count that big again? Many questions are there, boys. Many questions are there. It is Guerrero this time getting it high up. Clindist has missed that. He was inside the box. Now it is a pass to Harry Kane passing forward. Kingsley Coman on the wings. Will he get that? Inside the box he goes to the far post. Corner for Olise, but header. It is those counters. Look at that Bayern jersey which they are having on the page. It is looking big. Look at that Bayern jersey which they are having. How are we going to have those jerseys? Make it available for us, boys. Stanisic passing this to Thomas Muller. It is Clindist who has won again. Clindist is playing bait clinical. Clindist is playing bait clinical. Guerrero this time has got a move. Speeding high up. Passing that to Coman. But is the transfer of Florian Wirtz worth more than 100 millions to be talking? That is the big question which I'm having on my mind. Is the transfer of Florian Wirtz in the squad worth more than 100 million? Is that the question which I'm having on my mind? It is to Olise now. Block. Olise has been blocked. Olise in the previous game was bait miserable, but this season we haven't got those things to be talking, because we have got that Bundesliga shield and the trophy at home back to where it belongs. But Florian Wirtz this summer, is he going to be at Bayern? This is the big question which is raising. This is the big question which is raising on the mind of all the Bayern fans. But is Florian Wirtz worth of those 100 million plus transfers? That will be a big one for Bayern if they are going for any sort of loans. If they are going, Harry Kane inside the box, will he make a shot? Denied. Harry Kane was there. He could have taken a first time shot, but no, it is Kimmich again for those headers. If we are going to get that first goal early, 12 minutes 50 seconds on the watch, it is back to Olise on the mid pitch. He passes that. Thomas Muller, my legendary man, will he get another goal into his bags? But Thomas Muller leaving this season, the Bayern fans won't be happy. He has made the rise of Musiala into the squad. But will that pairing of Witsila be happening? Leroy Sané, will he be living with those low salaries which he is being given? That is also the big question which we will be having. That is also the big question we will be having. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, give your votes. Will we get Florian Wirtz in those transfers this summer? Before the Club World Cup, it is not going to be true. It is Kimmich who is losing the position on the mid pitch. It is Kimmich. He has given that. It is to Clindist inside the box. Way far for him to collect that goal. Lama this time speeding up. No movement from Olise into the squad. Kimmich on the mid pitch. He needs some types of box-to-box movements. Bischoff, the man coming in. Tom Bischoff, will he be capable of making that? This time it is Goretzka passing that to Coman. Thomas, my legend Muller, has got that interception. It is to Harry Kane. Kimmich takes that left footer. But what is looking amazing is that Joshua Kimmich has just swapped his legs. Has he made his left feet more confident than with his right footer? Things are really cropping up good for Bayern, because red is the color, my boys. Red is the color, and things are looking definitely good. But is the need of Florian Wirtz that big enough? Is the need of Florian Wirtz that big enough? Are we going to shell out those 100 million plus because it was Harry Kane who got those transfers, and it took one season for Harry Kane to get the Bundesliga and his big trophy back home. But again, shelling out those 100 million plus transfers for Florian Wirtz will be that technical, or we need to get any more big transfers. Harry Kane again, header for him for the far post, straight into the hands. We don't have those substitutes for Harry Kane as well. Jonah Kusiasare is the man for those substitutes, but we don't have any substitutes for Harry Kane. It will be a big bad one if Harry Kane is going to get any sort of upset injuries. It is Bambi who is injured. Injuries are still concern for Bayern, because on the young players from the under-19 academy, we have to get those players into the squad. But we have been selling that for the most big upsets in the past 2 to 3 seasons, which has been the story for Bayern. We have been selling those academy players time and again outside, and it has been the story for us, and not relying in our big academy players to be incoming. That has been the story for us. That has been the story for us. But before this Club World Cup, do we need those big academy players to be incoming? It is now to Joshua Kimmich. He goes that. It is for some sort of conversions we can get from Guerrero inside the box. He misses it. Many questions are there, guys. Many questions are there. Can we get 100 goals? Can we repeat that season of Jupp Heynckes into that 2011, 12 and 13 season where we got those 100 goals in the Bundesliga? Can we repeat that? Can we get those 100 goals? Thomas Muller departing in it, was this a big move from Vincent Kompany, because Harry Kane getting those injuries as well, but Thomas Muller wasn't given those play time? It is the second question. The third question, can Bayern get Florian Wirtz transfer this summer, and will this transfer worth 100 plus millions will be good for Bayern? Will this transfer be good for Bayern? Because there have been those centre back, there have been those mid-pitch where we need those reinforcements to be incoming, where we need those reinforcements to be incoming. Will this thing is going to be good? This 100 million transfers plus for Florian Wirtz, we will be definitely reinforcing the likes of Florian Wirtz and Bambi into those attacks with the likes of Olise and HK007 Harry Kane. But what about the mid-pitch, and what about the centre-back aspects which we are having, and what about the depth in the squad which we have to afford because we are playing those FIFA Club World Cup as well? Kingsley Coman on the wings, chip in to the far post. Oh my God, look at that. Harry Kane got that ball, but he slips that. 19 minutes on the watch. And it is Harry Kane who has got a slip on the pitch. Harry Kane has got that slip. Harry Kane playing those more than 90 minutes. Every time, every matches, we are getting that 34th Bundesliga, no denying the fact, but still many questions are there on the mind of the fans. There are still many questions on the mind of the fans which needs to be answered, and there hasn't been a perfect answer to any of those questions rising in against Vincent Kompany, because he has shut the mouth of all the fans by bringing this Bundesliga trophy back home. This is that true story, and Harry Kane winning that first trophy. Was it supposed to be Leverkusen in the previous season where they were almost unbeaten, and that is where they got those big clinching of the Bundesliga the previous season, and that is what we were broken those 11th Bundesliga in a row. We have got the likes of Eddie TK, we have got the likes of Kleindienst. There are many players in the Bundesliga which we can get. There is the likes of Gurase on the forwards, but will these forwards be coming in if Harry Kane is going to be staying? if Harry Kane is going to be staying and he will be playing those 90 minutes all across the season, will we be having those new forwards to be incoming, or will we have to rely on those academy players? Because we are having that FIFA Club World Cup as well. Injuries are also a big concern, boys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Are we going to be able to make those transfers or not? That is a big aspect. Eric Dyer has got a header deflection, Stanisic. But on the other hand, it is the likes of Guerrero, Lima, Stanisic. I mean, Hiroki Ito, talking about him, is not able to make anything big. Hiroki Ito, there were expectations that he is going to be a big one against the likes of Celtic. He made his move after those big injuries. But Hiroki Ito hasn't been that clinical to get any approaches. It is to Guerrero for Coman, blocked. Look at that. Klindinst is having that speed up against the likes of Goretzka, but Goretzka has that tackle good. But the ball is out for a corner, I guess. Goretzka is looking back in shape, my guys. Goretzka is looking back in shape. 22 minutes on the watch, and now it is the likes of Gladbach who are having that corner incoming. 22 minutes on the watch. Corner incoming. Gladbach, will they be making that? Into the box. Manuel Neuer has got a save. Manuel Neuer has got a save. Manuel Neuer has got a save. Look at that. It was straight into the nets. Manuel Neuer has got a save. My goodness, look at that. It was Harry Kane going to get an own goal. Was that Harry Kane or Eric Dyer? Two of them staying so close. And what had that movement inside the box were they looking to be? But Manuel Neuer has got that big save. Otherwise, it would be a 1-0 upset so soon. Now it is 23 minutes. Guerrero inside the box for Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller is being man-marked good inside the box. Kleindienst is that number 9 and he is clinical. Kleindienst has got those big goals. Kleindienst has been getting those big numbers. Counting this season, Kleindienst to be talking about 29 years of age, and he is that prime man for Julian Nagelsmann as well for those striking aspects for the demon shaft. But look at that, 16 goals he has got. 50% is the record for Kleindienst. Not bad. Not bad. Not at all bad. Kleindienst has got those big performances. Kleindienst has got those big performances to be talking. And talking about the stats of the Bundesliga, Harry Kane, no denying the fact, 24 goals this season in the Bundesliga is at the top, but Patrick Schick is also the man from Leverkusen, 19 goals. Gurasse has got also 19 goals. We are having the likes of Leverkusen and Dortmund upcoming tomorrow. That is also going to be a big one. Nico Kovac, will he get that? Or Xabi Alonso, upon his departure to Real Madrid, will get that easy win for Dortmund? It will be the watch we will be having, but Gurasse has got 19. Patrick Schick has also got 19 goals. And Nico Kovac and the likes of Dortmund are making it big to be playing the Champions League next season. They are already in those 5th spots. Look at that. Look at that. It is Dortmund who are already on the 5th spot. 51 is the point, but Freiburg has got those 55 on the points. Mainz are there to be playing those Europa Leagues. But Leipzig have dropped down to 51 points. It is the goal difference between Dortmund, Mainz, which is lying over there. Look at that. It is the likes of points which we are having, Bayern on the top, no definitely fact. Leverkusen are going to be on the second spot, but Frankfurt with 56, Freiburg with 55. But look at this, number 5, 6, and 7 spot all are with 51. Dortmund are making that big, but Leverkusen, with the departure of Xabi Alonso to the likes of Los Blancos, will he give that easy win for Dortmund? Will he give that easy win for Dortmund? And Niko Kovac, with his capability, which he got that big upset to Barcelona, will he be making that? Niko Kovac is capable. It is to Coman inside the box. Will he takes a shot? Look at that shot from Coman. These are the miseries where Coman, where the likes of Gnabry, where the likes of Sane. But to talk about Leroy Sane, he has got those 12 goals, I guess. Leroy Sane this season has got those 12 goals. No denying the fact he has been making that big. Bambi has got 12. Jonathan Bukard is the man. He has got 17 goals. Clintins has got 16. ETTK has got 15 goals. Marmoush, unfortunately, he has got those transfers. Demirovic is the man with 13 from the likes of Stuttgart. Sesko from the likes of Leipzig has got 13. Bambi has got 12 goals. Leroy Sané has got 11 goals this season for the Bundesliga only. But Alassane Pli is also with 11. Kramaric has got 11. Olise has got 10. Wirtz has got 10 goals. But is the transfer of Florian Wirtz more than 100 millions? Is it that worth to be talking, my boys? I would definitely say, is it that worth to be talking? It is for Kimmich, outside the box, right footer, straight into the hands of the keeper. If we are talking for those goal striking opportunities in Bundesliga this season, it is the likes of Leroy Sané who is above Mikel Olise, and he is almost close to the likes of Bambi. Leroy Sané was having those injury moments. Bambi is now having those injury moments, but Olise has been creative on the pitch, but in terms of goal scoring, Florian Wirtz is on 10 goals. Florian Wirtz is on 10 goals. It is to Olise. Inside the box. Lama, will he get a shot? Blocked. Blocked. That is a block. Florian Wirtz getting 10 goals this season. But is that going to be Wirtzala and Musiala? That is the pair which is looking to be good. Do we need to afford making those 100 millions plus transfers for the likes of Florian Wirtz to be incoming? Is that the word? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, give your votes. Thomas Muller on the far post. Eric Dyer, will he take a shot? No, back. Goretzka again, blocked. Opportunities where it is to Muller again on the edge of the box. He gets a back in, chip in shot. He was expecting that to be Harry Kane to the far post, but that is a missed pass from Thomas Muller, number 25. Who will be wearing that number 25? Will Florian Wirtz be having that number 25? Or we are going to get that number 10 on him? "30 minutes on the wall, still goalless at the Allianz Arena. Still goalless. Erida has got a header interception. Gladbach are now making those moves inside the box, getting in. Oh my god. Ulrich was the man. Look at that. He made that number 26 from Gladbach, and he was making those moves good. But unfortunately, he couldn't get those big assists incoming. Eric Dyer, Neuer, back to Dyer. Kimmich this time. Kimmich is solely staying on the mid page, passing that to Lima. Olise. Olise has a cut in. Take that shot. Olise takes that into the far post. It is inside the lads. What a class performance that is from Mikel Olise. My goodness. Look at that. It is what we want. And with this goal, Mikel Olise will make those 12th goal. This is the 12th goal of Mikel Olise this season. If we are not wrong into that, let me make those stats count good. My mistake, guys. It is at 11th goal. Mikel Olise getting his 11th goal, and what a color is that? What a color is that? Oh my goodness, this is for Harry Kane. Olise got that shot. Harry Kane got a header. 25th goal for Harry Kane. My goodness. Thomas Muller on the pitch is making that fun. Harry Kane has got a header deflection and it is into the nets. 1-0 is the score line. 1-0 is the score line. My goodness. It was marvelous. But with the likes of Jamal Musiala Bambi on the left pitch, with the likes of Florian Wirtz on the mid pitch, Olise on the right mid pitch, will that be the big misery like the Los Blancos? Because they were having Kylian Mbappe, they were having Vinicius Jr., they were having Rodrigo, but not making that clinical with most of the attacks. It will be some sort of miseries, I guess. If we are going to get Florian Wirtz, the attacking options will be much on those miseries. Competition will be definitely high between these three players, but hope we then don't get any sort of miseries. That is also the aspect to watch for. Image on the wings, passes head high up. Olise, will he keep the ball on the pitch? Bit fast for Olise. That was a bit overpowered shot. My goodness. Mikel Olise has been performing like a machine. Mikel Olise, the small Ronaldinho, is making those. I mean, looking at Mikel Olise at times, to me, he looks like, I mean, thinner Ronaldinho, lean and thin Ronaldinho on the pitch. Looking at Mikel Olise at times, he seems to me as if he is a thin and lean Ronaldinho on the pitch. Olise Nino, Mikelino or Olise Nino, Harry Kane. But it was a masterclass from Olise. Olise could have got his 11th goal with that shot, but Harry Kane got a header deflection, counting it big for him. It wasn't a bad idea, but Gladbach, on the other hand, are making those big. But we are claiming that 34th title. It has already been decided whether it is going to be a win or not. But at the Alliance, we are going to be making that big watch party for us on the 18th of May. Do join us, boys. Do join us on the 18th of May. Guerrero this time gets to Goretzka. Coman passes that. Guerrero into the pitch. Being blocked. Goretzka now has got that interception. Eric Dyer, look at that dummy header which he took. But Eric Dyer back to back in the previous two games for Bayern has got those goals. Against Inter he has got, against the likes of Leipzig also he has been getting those goals. But unfortunately Eric Dyer is leaving Bayern at the end of this season. This is his second last game he will be serving for the Bavarians. Thomas Muller passing that to Dyer. Dyer gets that to Coman. Coman is missing that move. Olise this time, Lima, interception. But 100 million worth of transfer for the likes of Florian Wirtz, is that good enough? Is that good enough? Because the miseries in those transfers which Real Madrid got with the likes of Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo on the pitch, and same the thing which we'll be having with the likes of Jamal Musiala, Harry Kane, Florian Wirtz, Olise. It is a cross inside the box. Stanisic gets that deflection goal. Josh Kimmich passing that to 007 Harry Kane. Olise this time. Creativity is only seen from that part of the pitch. It is looking Muller, back passes. Kimmich, this time Harry Kane. Guerrero for Harry Kane inside the box. Late run from Harry Kane. It was a late run from Harry Kane. Those of you who are watching, give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Can we get the transfer of? Look at that shot. Oh my god, Harry Kane got some header into that. What a cross. Look at that. Olise made that cross, and was it that practice which is looking happening? Is it the practice which wins and company time and again providing with the likes of Harry Kane with those headers, for Olise with those shots taken on target? My goodness. These shots from Olise are definitely going to be kept in those records for a long time. Olise getting that to Lama again. Kyle. Coman is really missing in those big forms. Kingsley Coman has been really missing in those big forms. Leroy Sané has got those 11 goals this season. You can't be taming him. But are those departures going to be coming in from Leroy Sané? But what will be the aspects of Kingsley Coman? Will he be making those moves? Gnabry, will he be getting those moves? But Gnabry is a bit clinical at times on the centre forwards. He is a good opportunity for Harry Kane getting those rests, if that is going to be true. Look at that. Thomas Muller still playing his game for Bayern, and he is time and again getting those instructions on the pitch. He is looking that playmaking looks so good for Bayern. He is so expressive, he is so much of getting his thoughts on the pitch, and he is still doing those good job for Bayern. It will be a big deficit. Thomas Muller getting those exits this season from Bayern. It will be a big deficit because now we are getting those injuries of Bambi on the pitch. It was Sane who was injured. It was Gnabry not in the best of his form, back from the injuries, not getting that best form out of him. And Thomas Muller leaving to the pitch for Bayern this season. Florian Wirtz coming in, but Florian Wirtz has also been prone to injuries at Leverkusen. Florian Wirtz has also been prone to injury at Leverkusen, no denying the fact. To the page for Bayern this season. Yes, our audio quality and video quality is also looking good. Oh my god, Gladbach are there inside the box, takes a shot. Manuel Neuer, my goodness, Manuel Neuer, wish you were back in the squad in those Champions League fixtures. Hope Manuel Neuer was back. Unfortunately, he has got those injuries. That is a corner incoming from Gladbach inside the box. My goodness, that header was close, but they have missed it. And Neuer getting that to Guerrero. Coman. Back passing that to Dyer. Neuer this time getting that to Kimmich. Goretzka this time. Joshua Kimmich has also expressed his concerns that he also want that mid-pitch creativity coming in. It is for Harry Kane, Thomas Muller passing that so good. Look at this creativity. Thomas Muller at this age is getting those creativity so good. But it will be a big gap upon the departure of Thomas Muller, the number 25. Thomas Muller getting those departure this season, it will be a big deficit which we are going to be having in this squad. Big gap which Bayern will be having that in the squad upon the departure of Thomas Muller. 42 minutes on the watch. 1-0 up is the scoreline at the Allianz. We have got the Bundesliga 34th time with 2 matches in hand. But the big question on the mind is the departure of Thomas Muller from the squad and Florian Wirtz transfer. Will that be happening? But is Florian Wirtz worth that 100 million plus transfer to be incoming at Bayern? Is he that worth transfer? Because this season Florian Wirtz in the Bundesliga has got 10 goals. He has been getting those injuries as well this season also. It is Kingsley Coman on the far post. Will he get a header? Missed. Coman gets that header good. Harry Kane got those injuries as well this season, but we got the availability of Thomas Muller, who was there because Bambi was also injured in those attacks. Who is going to fill that deficit? And we are playing those Club World Cup as well. Big fixtures are there again. Champions League, will they be playing those big fixtures again? That will be a big one. That will be a big one. Playing those big matches all across the season for those 90 minutes. Harry Kane, will he be that less prone to injury? How is that going to be? Because Florian Wirtz this season has got only 10 goals. It is now Clinton's moving high up. Will he pass that? Gladbach on the 44th minute are making that move inside the box. Header that is. Clinton's this time gets it, but straight into the hands of Manuel Neuer. Neuer gets that save. Neuer has been making saves back from the injuries. Legendary Manuel Neuer staying at Bayern for the next season as well. It is that one man who is just departing, Thomas Muller now. But the 2014 World Cup winning squad for the Demon Shaft, it is only now Manuel Neuer who will be left at Bayern. Oh man, getting that to Goretzka. Stanisic, will we be getting 100 goals as well? We are close to getting 93, 94 goals. 6 more goals with 1 half remaining and 1 game. 1 game plus 1 half of 45 minutes. Can we get 6 more goals and get that 2012 and 13 of Jupp Heynckes, that legendary man who celebrated his birthday 1 day back? Will we be achieving that feat of 100 goals this season as well? Will the things be talking? Kingsley Coman on the wings, not getting those moves. His legs are getting stuck. Kingsley Coman, his legs are getting jumbled up. Lama makes that a header move. Harry Kane, will he get a 1? 25th, 26th, can we get? It was a slight miss. Kane was there for those headers. He gave his effort so good. That was just 0.5 seconds, you can say, timing The whistle has been blown. 1-0 up at the Allianz. We are making it big. 34th Bundesliga title is coming home for the Mia Sandmeister. It is the likes of Thomas Muller, that legendary man. Will he be playing his last fixtures? Because we have also got Hoffenheim upcoming in the next fixtures for the Bundesliga round 34, and a goal single has been scored. It is the likes of Harry Kane getting a header deflection, but Mikel Olise getting those shots. It was a big one. It was a big one from Mikel Olise. But can Bayern get those Weeds transferred this summer? Is that the talk of the town? Can we get those Weeds transferred this season? And will this Weed transfer of more than 100 millions, is it that good enough? Is it that good enough? Are we going to be shelling out those big money out of our pocket? Because it is the likes of Thomas Muller also departing. But what about our centre backs? What about our those injury moments for Davies we are having on the left backs? And in this time, shelling out those 100 millions plus for Florian Wirtz, it is some sort of crisis. It is some sort of crisis which I am predicting to be having next season. Thomas Muller is departing. It is the injuries of Min Jae Kim. I don't think he will be staying. He will be departing. Davis, big injury. Up to those winters, we don't expect Alphonso Davies to be coming in. Upamecano will also be missing, but he will be back in the Bundesliga. Hiroki Ito, I don't know whether this man will be staying safe and not getting injuries anymore. Bambi is going to be coming late this month. But is the need of the hour we need to get Florian Wirtz? Is it the need of the hour? Can we afford to make the transfer of Florian Wirtz for getting those 100 million plus? Or it is going to be a different loop where Florian Wirtz has to be getting those transfers? But how is that going to be? How is that going to be? It is some sort of big upsets. The spaces which are being created, Thomas Muller leaving that with so much of those injuries as well. We don't have that permanent left back. It is the likes of Guerrero who is playing that. Hiroki Ito, I don't think he will be fit and coming that. On the centre backs, we'll be having the departure of Eric Dyer. It is the likes of Min Jae Kim. Will he be performing again? It will be a big mess. Min Jae Kim will be a big mess, but he is giving those rests now. Upamecano, Kim Min Jae will be the two centre backs we'll be having. We will be having those two centre backs to be incoming on the page. But on the mid page for the transfers, we have got the likes of Tom Bishop from Hoffenheim this season. It is a free transfer. That deal has been done. That deal has been done. Look at the transfers which we are having. It is Jonas Ubig we have got from Cologne, but it is the likes of Tom Bishop which we have got from Hoffenheim. But look at the players who are out. Mathestil will be getting that on the left wings. Adam Osnu is the man. I will be having that. Detoni was there, but he is to Grasshopper. He will be back. Ibrahimovic was the man. I was liking him, but he hasn't played those big matches at Lazio even. Iran Kunda, will he be that? Kratsik is the man. He is still young to be making that. Vidovic and the likes of Ibrahimovic, these two men I was wanting to be having. It is the likes of Vidovic I was talking about, and the likes of Ibrahimovic to be making that good. But will these transfers with the addition of Florian Wirtz, will we be having that? Or it is good to go for those centre backs, those mid pitch, on those enforcements, and on the contract extensions? Joshua Kimmich has got those contract extensions. Look at that, the contract extensions for Joshua Kimmich, Bambi, Davis. Ibrahimovic has got a contract extension. Stanisic has got. Pavlovic has got. So these are the men. Ibrahimovic We will be having that. Zvonarek is also the man who has Lovro Zvonarek. I was having those big expectations from this player as well. Lovro Zvonarek and Adam Oznu. I was having those big expectations, as well as with the likes of Erihon Ibrahimovic. These three players I was having big expectations. Adam Oznu, Zvonarek, Ibrahimovic, and Vidovic. These flow players I was having those big expectations. And Tom Bishop already there on the mid page. Do we need to make those transfers of Florian Wirtz? Because Florian Wirtz this season has got 10 goals. Only 10 goals. That is definitely not a bad one. But do we need to be making those transfers? Look at again. Players in, players out, contract extension. On the players out, it is this. On the contract extension, I was having the expectations of Ibrahimovic. It was the likes of Asnu, as well as the likes of Zonarek on the pitch. These were the expectations I was having. How is that going to be? Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Do we need to have those transfers of Florian Wirtz to be incoming? Or do we need to be making those reinforcements on those center backs, those reinforcements on the mid pitch? Is that the need of the hour? Because Ibrahimovic, if he is going to be coming in and playing in the squad, he will be playing on those creativity on the mid pitch. It is the likes of Zonarek. He is that attacking mid pitch player on the aspect. Adam Oznu will be playing on those left backs. These are the aspects we are having, but is the need of the hour? Is the need of the hour? Is that the need of the hour we are having? Is that the need of the hour? Players out are Mathistel. Is he getting 2 or 3 goals at Tottenham? But is that the thing which we want to be coming back? Detoni is the man I was having those expectations. It was the likes of Kratzik, the man I was having those expectations. Gabriel Vidovic was the man I was having those expectations. Brian Zaragoza is also the man. He will be on a loan or not. But do we need to be making those big transfer for Florian Wirtz? Is that the need of the hour, or do we need to go into those center forwards? Is the departure of Thomas Muller creating those spaces? Is that the need of the hour? Is that the need of the hour? We will be having the watch of the second half, but I will be taking a short 1 minute break. I will be having a short 1 minute break. Give me a short 1 minute break. I will be back in just 1 minute. Short 1 minute break, and we will be having the second half and the next transfer updates as well. We are still having that 1 minute break ongoing. But is the need of that transfer of Florian Wirtz definitely going to be a big one? Will Bayern, with the availability of Florian Wirtz in the squad, will that be a good one? Will that be a good one for Bayern? We are back from that 1 minute break and we are over here watching this second half of Bayern Munich against the likes of Borussia Mönchengladbach. But is that thing going to be good? Is that thing going to be good? Because let me make those statement over here. Look at that. I will just make that screen available for you guys. Look at that. It is the players who are in it is the likes of Urbig has been a good one. He has been making those good moves. But Tom Bischoff is the man from Hoffenheim. He will be tested on the mid-page. And Joshua Kimmich time and again wanting those mid-page reinforcements in the squad. Will that be the factor? And on the other hand, Palina hasn't been that impressive, but he will be making those statements on the mid-page. We can afford to have some players. Armindo Sieb is also the player, but he has been those strikers and he has been given to growth of fourth. But look at the players who are out over here. It is Noel Aseko in Kili who is out to Hanover 96, Matthew Stell out to Tottenham, Adam Asnu is to Real Valladolid. He hasn't been making those performances. Detoni is the man on to Grasshopper. Ibrahimovic, he is the man I was having those expectations from him. He will be making those coming onto the pitch. He has got those contract extensions. Iran Kuda, not getting that technical. They are young man. But Franz Kretzig is the man I was having that expectations from this player. Franz Kretzig. Left wing backs. Gabriel Vidovic, Mainz on loan but hasn't been playing those big matches. Zaragoza is also the man who will be seen getting those. But in those contract extensions, look at that. Kimmich has got that up to 29. Bambi has got that up to 2030. Davis has got injuries, but he has got an extension. He will be back in those late winters. Big playtime missing from Davis. But after back from his injuries, will he be that critical enough? Ibrahimovic, 27. Stanisic has got up to 29. He will be the man seen. But next season, it will be the likes of Eric Dyer departing and only Kim Min-jae, Hiroki Ito, Stanisic, and the likes of Upamecano. These four will be the options. Vincent Kompany, will he get those rotations or not? Lovro Zvonarek is the man. He has got those extensions of 1 year more up to 26. Lovro Zvonarek has got up to 2 more years, 27. Adam Asnu is also having those 2 more years. We have to get those academy players into the squad if we are going to be making those big schedule of the Champions League, the FIFA World Cup, the likes of Nations League. Big matches are to be played, as well as the Bundesliga. Big matches needs to be played by these academy players if we need to get those big aspects of the team, bringing it high up. We need those big numbers to be talking. But is that the need of any sort of changes in the second half for the squad? 1 goal up against the likes of Borussia Mönchengladbach. Are we going to be making that? The second half has just begun. Over here. No substitutions being made from Vincent Company. Thomas Muller is playing in the squad. It is a good aspect, but he is also leaving. Eric Dyer and Thomas Muller, who are already leaving, but will we get those Leroy Sané contract extensions because he has got those 11 goals this season? Leroy Sané has also got those 11 goals. It is now Lama backheel pass. Thomas Muller with his left footer to the far post. Kingsley Coman not in the right position to get that. Guerrero this time. Kimmich. But the transfer of Florian Wirtz 100 millions, is that the worth which we want to be incoming? Is that the worth we want to be incoming? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Is the transfer of Florian Wirtz definitely going to be a big one for Bayern, or we need to get those academy players in those build-ups and get those centre backs? It is inside the box. Thomas Muller has a fall, but the referee asks for the game to continue. Back to Lammer. The far post again. Header incoming. Take those shots on those nets. That has what been the scene which has been missing from Vincent Company. Outside the box, on the edge of the box, we are not taking those shots. It is Bayern who definitely wants Thomas Muller, the legend, to be scoring a goal. And to be talking about Thomas Muller, the legendary man, if his presence is to be counted, it is inside the box, a deflection from Gladbach, but out of the post. No worries for Manuel Neuer. Can Thomas Muller get two more goals and complete that milestone of 250 goals? 250 goals at can Thomas Muller get those 250 goals? Look at that. Clint is just dumbstruck how he missed that pass. Gladbach getting that cross deflected. It is a shot again on the rebound. Block again. One substitution from Gladbach in the second half only. Again a cross coming in for clean dienst. Manuel Neuer has got that save good. Manuel Neuer this time has got that save good. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are feeling that Florian Wirtz the transfer, and we are expecting that Wirtz to be performing at Bayern next season. But is that transfer worth 100 millions? Is Gladbach again taking those shots outside the box? They are looking now frustrated with those shots. Not getting those clinical opportunities inside the box. It is now Neuer passing that high up to Lima. Olise has a cut in. Oh my god, Olise has been fouled. He is down on the sidelines. Oh my goodness. Hope we don't get any big injuries for Olise. Already we are in such a big crisis. What a poor and bad challenge that was. What a poor and bad challenge. The referee has shown a yellow card. Weigel, the man, has been shown a yellow card on the pitch. That was a bad and ugly tackle for Olise. We can't afford to get injuries. We can't afford to get any more injuries. Stanisic, Dyer passes are happening. It is Goretzka now staying on those centre backs with Dyer. Dyer is that full centre back. Stanisic on his right and Goretzka is staying on his left. Lima again. Chipping that for Dyer. Dyer has missed it. Goretzka collecting that. But why the players are having that fall on the pitch for today time and again? Is time and again getting more comfortable on those center backs, but unfortunately he will be leaving. And I can't expect to watch that Kim Min Jae again to be coming back into the squad next season and make those upsetting errors. Getting Coman. Coman is now looking creative, passing that high up. Olise. Olise now has moved across from him to the far post. Guerrero was not expecting that ball incoming. He was late in making those moves. But Florian Wirtz this season has only got 10 goals. Can Bayern expect to shell out 100 million plus for that transfer with those injury crises, with the likes of Thomas Muller departing, the likes of Eric Dyer also departing? The next season, Harry Kane, will he be getting those moves? Because he will be on the last year of his contract. No extension from Harry Kane as well. Trying to say, getting that to Olise, Lima, Dyer, Goretzka passes are looking. Vincent Company now implementing that three centre backs. It is Goretzka, it is Dyer, it is Stanisic who has started the second half. It is to Kimmich. Lima was that to Olise, but Lima has got that, passing that to Olise. Olise has got a move. He is inside the box. The ball is glued onto his legs. He passes that. Thomas Muller takes that shot. Guerrero, oh my goodness. Olise again just went into the box, soul by himself. What a soul control that was from Olise. He made good move. He passed that to Thomas Muller, but Guerrero took that shot quite early. It is at the Allianz we are playing. It is at the Allianz we are playing, and look at that. It is 10 shots which he have taken and only 3 on target, whereas Gladbach has taken 8 shots, 2 on target. Shots on target have been missing more from us. But then also we have got 94 goals. Can we get that feat of 100 goals which we had in the season 2012-13 with Jupp Heynckes, the legendary manager who celebrated his birthday one day back, will be getting that feat of 100 goals. It is Thomas Muller who has got that. Goretzka on that rebound. Will he get a shot? Half bicycle shot that was, but no way near the net. That has been the big aspect. From the mid-pitch players, from the forwards, we have been missing those targets. To be technically talking in, yes, we have been missing. We are clinching that 34th Bundesliga title, no denying the fact, but we have been missing those targets time and again. Manuel Neuer chipping that away for Lima. Again, it is Lima, it is Guerrero on the left backs, right backs, playing all those 90 matches across the season. 90 minutes all across the season, all the matches. And are now pressing high up. Gladbach, will they be making those counters? It is now Kleindienst who has got that. Inside the box he goes, a shot. Eric Dyer got that sliding tackle and it was blocked. Eric Dyer is making those good blocks. He is time and again showing that it was likes of Kim Min Jae who was Vincent Company picking up time and again, but Eric Dyer is getting those good moves But unfortunately, Eric Dyer is leaving Bayern this season. At the end of this season, Eric Dyer is going to leave us. Corner coming in, Gladbach. At a deflection, it was from Thomas Muller. On that rebound, shot being taken, make the man. Missed number 25. Look at that. Thomas Muller, the legendary number 25 at Bayern, got that header deflection, and it was the likes of Gladbach with their number 25 getting that rebound shot, but no way a threat for Manuel Neuer, no way near the target. Kimmich across, that is to Lammer. Stanisic back to Kimmich. Kimmich is having that move. Kimmich is having that move. He is getting those spaces. It is to Lima. Muller. Back to Lima. Coman. Make that shot, my boy. Make that shot. Make that shot. Thomas Muller. You could have got it. Thomas Muller could have got that 250th goal of his career. And upon his departure, he could have made it, but missed. Harry Kane again. I want that big goal to be incoming from Thomas Muller for today. Back to Manuel Neuer. Dyer getting that to Kimmich. Kimmich again getting that to Goretzka. Wing forwards for Coman. Coman has really lost his position skills on those dribblings, those nutmegs. Goretzka this time to Kimmich, all the way up high for that counter. It is looking. Stanisic making those moves. The numbers are counting good. Gladbach are making those defensive aspects with the numbers counting. It is again Olise on the edge of the box. Will he take that shot? Blocked. Landins this time up against Dyer. Back to Neuer. Dyer this game and upon his last 4 games which he has been playing, because Kim Min-jae has been really out for those injuries, Dyer has proved that he is the man who is capable enough of making those good pivotal centre backs. But it was Vincent Company who was time and again picking up Kim Min-jae. Kimmich now getting that to Coman. Chip in from Coman inside the box. It is for Thomas Muller. Thomas Muller is now being time and again chosen for his 250th goal. Can we get that 250th goal for legendary Thomas Muller? Lama now getting that to Muller. Left footer from Muller. Anticipated early from Gladbach. Intercepted. Look at that. It is Klindingst again on the mid pitch. He has got that. Passed it onto the box. Stanisic made that tackle good. Stanisic as well as the likes of Eric Dyer, both of them on the centre backs, they has been making that good. They has been making that good. No denying the fact they have been making that good. Now it is the likes of Leroy Sané on the sidelines. It is Pavlovic on the sidelines. Vincent Company is going to make those substitutions. It is Pavlovic. It is Leroy Sané who are coming up. But a corner incoming, that is for Gladbach. Oh my god, it was to the far post. Manuel Neuer get that save good. Was that Thomas Muller or was that Manuel Neuer? Look at that. Two of those legendary men are still. It was a good save from Manuel Neuer. Look at that. Gladbach are not leaving any stones unturned for causing any upset. Because a loss is not what Bayern will be wanting to have at the Allianz. They have that 34th Bundesliga trophy coming in next week, but we can't afford to get those losses at home. Eric Dyer, Kimmich passing on. Kimmich passes that to Lima. Look at that mid pitch. Goretzka is staying deep. It is Kimmich moving high up. Lise gets that to Stanisic. Fluidity coming in. Kleindienst is looking for that centre back where Stanisic is high up. It is Kimmich and Dyer now staying on those centre backs. Stanisic has got that to Olise. Olise has missed that. Stanisic most of the times is providing that fluidity on the team. He is playing those centre backs. He is getting those creativity as well on the mid pitch. Goretzka getting that to Thomas Muller. We want that 250th goal from Thomas Muller to be incoming, my boys. We want that 250th goal to be incoming. Can Bayern get the Weeds transfer to be incoming, or is that the need of getting 100 million plus transfers? Is that the need worth of spending? Oh my god, Stanisic is now looking injured. Big worry. Stanisic, the number 44, is looking injured. Pavlovic is coming in. Leroy Sané is coming in. Vincent Company has got those substitutions ready on the sidelines. Stanisic is out. He has got those injuries. Will that be a big one? But Leroy Sané is the man coming in. Pavlovic is also seen coming in, and Lima has been given those rests, or is it Koman? It is Koman and Stanisic who are now out of the pitch. Kingsley Coman hasn't been that clinical. He has got 3 or 4 goals, I guess, this season. Now, Eric Dyer, Goretzka, 2 of them staying on those centre backs. Is Goretzka now moving to the centre backs, passing that to Lima, Elise, Kimmich, and the likes of Pavlovic. Goretzka now has moved to the right part of the centre backs. Dyer now moved to the left part with the likes of Pavlovic, but Kimmich is now high up. Kimmich is now high up. Will he get that creativity? Lama now getting that inside the box. He is getting in, passing to Elise. Will he get a shot taken? Pavlovic takes that shot. That is what we want. Look at after the arrival of Pavlovic into the squad, he has been making those shots from the outside the box into the nets. That is what we want. It is the combination of those young players with those experienced laden players where we need those results to be incoming the next season. That has to be bait critical if Vincent Company wants things to be happening for Bayern on a big, wide scale. Can we afford to get that 250th goal for Thomas Muller for this game? Can we afford to? Leroy Sané is in, Coman is in. Pavlovic is in. I mean, Coman is out. Pavlovic is in. Stanisic has got that injury. Will that be a bad one? Will that be a bad one for Stanisic? Thomas Muller has been badly fouled, but the referee hasn't given that yellow card for that foul. 65 minutes 30 seconds. Can we get that 250th goal for legendary Thomas Muller? Can we get him scoring his 250th goal? Kimmich this time going to go for a cross. Set piece. Set piece incoming from Kimmich. Oh my god, he passes that to Sane on the wings. I think Vincent Company has got some sort of instructions that Sane is going for those crosses from the left wings. That is what he wants to be happening. That is what he wants to be having that for today's game. Upon those substitutions of Leroy Sane, he wants those crosses to be incoming. Image with that cross, Goretzka was there but missed that header. And to talk about the stats of this 94 goals this season, can we get 6 more? But look at that, Borussia Mönchengladbach are at 9th spot in the Bundesliga, where the Bremen are on the 8th spot. The stats of the Bundesliga table: Mainz are at the 6th spot, Leipzig at the 7th, but the 5th, 6th, and 7th spot where Dortmund, Mainz, or Leipzig are playing. Look at those. I mean, Dortmund with those goal advantages are having that. Leroy Sané passing that to Harry Kane inside the box. Olise has got that. Leroy Sané with his right footer missed. Thomas Muller got that shot, but it got some sort of deflection. Thomas Muller has been getting those shots, but we are expecting his 250th goal. We want that 250th goal to be incoming. We want that 250th goal for Thomas Muller for today's game. It will be a big, big watch party. It will be a big watch party. Thomas Muller getting those 250th goal. Across that is. Kimmich takes that corner to the far post. Gladbach are getting those corners. Header deflections. Header deflections coming in from Gladbach. Olise passing that back to Pavlovic. Eric Dyer got into that, passing to Sane. I think Leroy Sane has also got a hat trick this season in the Bundesliga, and he has got those 12 goals. Pavlovic finding Sane again on the wings. Sane looking creative, getting it into the box, but from his left part he is playing. He needs to be coming in from the right part. Olise with that cross again. Thomas Muller to the far post. But Thomas Muller has been man marked. But Goretzka has been doing his job good again. Goretzka has been seen performing again. He was on the verge of getting a yellow card, but the referee has not given that yellow card for him. The referee hasn't given those yellow cards for him. Goretzka this time getting that to Kimmich. Olise. But upon the arrival of Leroy Sané, he stays on wide most of the times. That is what it gets difficult for Bayern to be making those crosses. But it is that mid pitch where we get those opportunities. And Thomas Muller, with that opportunity, can he score his 250th goal? This legend Thomas Muller, with his departure from Bayern, he will be getting those exits. But what a legendary man he has been for Bayern. What a legendary man he has been for Bayern. 249 goals, 749 matches. Big one. Lama again. Passing that to Olise. Nowhere Thomas Muller is now seen high up on the pitch. The highest goal which Thomas Muller got in all the seasons across, it was in the 2021-22, 13 goals, 2021, 15 goals, 17, 18, 15 goals, but 15 and 16, it was 32 goals which he has got. Thomas Muller got the highest goals, it was in this season. Yes, it was in the season 2015 and 16. He played 49 matches, 32 goals, 10 assists. My goodness. 42 in all, a combined contribution that was. That was a big one. That was a big one. Thomas Muller in a season getting the highest number of goals was, it was in the 2015-16 where he got 32 goals. My goodness, that was a big season. That was a big season for Thomas Muller. 2015 and 16, he got the highest 32 goals. And in the season 2021-22, he got those 13 goals and 22 assists. That was also a big season. 2019-20, 14 goals, 25 assists. That was also a big one. One of the predominant factors for Bayern is leaving, and what a celebration we will be having that if legendary Thomas Muller is going to get that 250th goal. Pavlovic this time getting that to Kimmich. Lise, he has got Thomas Muller high up. He takes that shot straight into the nets. All of the Bayern players on that 75th minute are just wanting Thomas Muller to be getting that goal. But will that one goal lead be good enough to accumulate 3 more points? Pavlovic this time now gets that to Olise. Will he cut that to Thomas Muller? Olise is now making those goals by himself. It is now to clean dienst. Dyer is man marking it. And it has passed that. It is Goretzka blocking that good. Image this time getting that on the rebound. Lammer back passes to Neuer again. Neuer gets that to Kimmich. Lofted one from Kimmich. It is Guerrero. He is making some move. But it is a foul. Gladbach has considered a foul. substitutions coming in. Gladbach are now making those substitutions. Look at that. Gerardo Sione, the man for Gladbach, is making those substitutions now. It is only the substitutions of Joseph Skelly, the man coming in the start of the second half, and now he is making those substitutions. Look at that man from Gladbach. He looks a lot like Mazzaroi on the pitch. There is a foul to Kimmich on the mid pitch. I think that is a big one, but no cards being given. Kimmich is down to the pitch. Don't get those injuries, my boy. Don't get those injuries. It is Alassane Plea as well as the likes of Kevin Slogger, the two substitutions which has come in. And after clean days, it is this man, Alassane Plea, who is having those big stats for Gladbach this season. Thomas Quankara is also the man coming on the pitch. Three substitutions, a total of four by Gladbach. It is Olise. Thomas Muller, will he get a shot at the Allianz? He takes that. It was bait wide of the post. It was bait wide of the post. A fiery shot. It was from Thomas Muller. It was close. It was close. It could have been into the nets, but just missed. Number 25, Thomas Muller. Will he get his 250th goal? That is what we want. Bundesliga is ours, and we have got that with two matches in hand, but we want Thomas Muller to be scoring that 250th goal. Pavlovic had an interception. Kimmich, Lima, Olise again. It is Harry Kane, pass being forwarded but intercepted. Look at that. It is those moves. It is those moves. He is inside the nets. Manuel Neuer has saved that. Manuel Neuer is back on his terrifying saves. And what a save that was. What a save that was. Single-handedly stopping those counter-attacks from Gladbach. Safeguarding the nets again. Manuel Neuer, another legend to be talking. He will be the only man upon the departure of Thomas Muller. He will be staying at Bayern. He will be the only that legendary man staying at Bayern after that 2014 World Cup. Eric Dyer has got a header miss. My goodness, it was Goretzka blocking that goal. It was Goretzka blocking that goal on the centre back. Number 7, Alassane Plea making his moves, looking good. 80 minutes are up. 80 minutes are up. Still 10 more minutes to go, and can we get that 250th goal of Thomas Muller for today? Can we get that 250th goal for Thomas Muller? This time and again, Clean is trying to find those headers. He is being blocked. He is being blocked. Oh my God, look at that. Again, a big save from Manuel Neuer with centre backs of Goretzka and Dyer. Bayern are now seeing more vulnerable in those counters from Gladbach, but all these shots which are taken on target, Manuel Neuer is the man doing the talking. Manuel Neuer is the man doing that talking. Dyer again. Sane getting that to Goretzka. Lima getting to Muller. Goretzka back to Kimmich. This to Thomas Muller. Now he has got to Kimmich again. Spaces are making happening. Sane with his position is cutting it into the box. He passes that to Olise. Lima on the edge of the box. Make those shots, my boy. Make those shots. How close do you need to go into the nets? That is what, upon the arrival of Olise, it is Sane who has been sacrificed to the left part of the wings, and he is more preferable in getting those shots with his left footer. Is missing those attempts, but it will be the likes of Olise and Sane who will be seen on the left part of the wings or the right part, and Weeds and the likes of Musiala will be seen on the left part of those creativity. But is that 100 million transfer of Florian Weeds the need of the hour for Bayern? Is that the need of the hour for Bayern? Is that the need of the hour for Bayern to be talking? It is Pavlovic now seen coming on. Guerrero is the man being sacrificed. But we want that 250th goal. Let Thomas Muller play those 90 minutes plus stoppage time and get his 250th goal of his career and end at Bayern with 250 goals. That will be a big one. Oh my God, it is Vincent Company making these substitutions. Dange Thomas, legend Thomas Muller, 25 on his jersey at Bayern, at the Allianz. This is the last home game Thomas Muller is playing. My legendary man, Thomas Muller, number 25. We will miss you, but you will stay in our hearts forever, my man. You will be staying in our hearts forever. Thomas Muller, my legendary man, you will be staying in our hearts forever. Oh my goodness. Look at that. All of that felicitation is for Thomas Muller. That man, he is making it big. That man, he is making it big. All of the academy players, all of those officials, everyone is there at the Alliance. They are clapping for this legendary man, Thomas Muller. He is departing. The last home game he is playing at the Alliance. Oh my goodness. Can you afford that? This man still has no tears in his eyes, but he is doing that hard job work. He has been making that good. Look at that, the family for Thomas Muller there on the stands. This man, Thomas Muller, he is so strong. He is not even having the eyes on his tears because he knows that Bayern is in his blood and he is going to be there forever. You are going to be missed, my man, Thomas Muller. You are going to be missed. You are going to be in our hearts forever. My goodness, Thomas Muller has made those last appearances at Allianz. He has made those moves. You will be remembered time and again, my boy. You will be remembered time and again. You will be there in our hearts forever and you will be remembered time and again, and hope you make those comeback moves to Bayern in those managerial aspects soon. Hope you make those comeback moves to Bayern in those managerial aspects soon. Hope Thomas Muller makes those comeback moves to Bayern with those managerial aspects soon. We want that to be happening. We want that to be happening. Bavarians will want that to get Thomas Muller back in those managerial aspects into the squad again. We want him. Pure, true Bavarian blood getting those departure. But still one goal short. 249 is in his bags all across his career at Bayern. He has been the man staying for Bayern since 2008. 17 years he has been playing non-stop. Big legendary man in the talking. Big legendary man Thomas Muller to be talking. Hope we get the comebacks of Thomas Muller into the squad with those managerial aspects soon, and we want definitely to be incoming. It is Olise who has got a cut in now on the edge of the box, passes that to Harry Kane. Olise again, Pavlovic was the man, but couldn't collect that ball. Good. It is Goretzka getting those interceptions. But where is the involvement of Leroy Sané? Look at that. How deep is Sané staying on the left part of the wings? Look at that. Sané is staying so deep. Gnabry is the substitution which we have got upon the departure of Thomas Muller. And that is what Vincent Kompany will be wanting to have Gnabry to be performing. Lena, the man, we have got Pavlovic. So many of them are there. We have got Kimmich, we have got Goretzka. All the mid-pitch players are there in the squad. Look at that. It is Thomas Muller on the sidelines now having some sort of word with Vidovic. Look at that. Manuel Neuer and Thomas Muller sharing those last words at the Allianz on the pitch. What a big one that was. We need those big felicitations for Thomas Muller to be incoming. Big one will be incoming. Those of you who are just missing that, social media handles of Thomas Muller, I will be tagging those social media handles of Thomas Muller with this video, and all of them will be available on the video description. I will be tagging that, and we'll be making a special video for Thomas Muller as well. 250 goals, pure Bavarian blood departing with this. Still couldn't get his 250th goal, but scoring 249 goals. Big one that was. Bavaria will always be in need of another hunt of another Thomas Muller to be building if they want those big trophies to be incoming home. Manuel Neuer, again, tackles being made. Goretzka getting that to Alina, Sané. A change of play from Palina. Look at that. Palina changing the wing plays. The first time I am seeing Palina playing that. Getting that to Lima. My goodness, look at that. The first time this season I am seeing Palina changing the direction of the play. Now it is Sane onto the left wings. Gets a curtain. It is Olise. What a move. My goodness. Look at that. I was saying, if you give that opportunity to Leroy Sané on the right wings, look at the big numbers talking we have got from Sané. From the right wings, Sané is really a big one. But it is Olise most of the times who has been given those right mid pitch or the right wings. But upon the arrival of Gnabry now, it is Sané from that left part of the foot gets that assist to Olise. So good. That is what I'm talking. That is what I'm talking. It was a slight hairline touch from Olise and he gets that. Sane with that right wing move from his left footer. Is that what the need of the hour? Is that what the need of the hour? Is that what the need of the hour? We want that happening from Sane time and again. But his position is being sacrificed. It is 2-0 the score line. 2-0 is the score line. But look at that. It is Thomas Muller on the sidelines. Staying so close to Arijon Ibrahimovic. It is Gabriel Vidovic. My mistake, guys. It is Gabriel Vidovic, the man who is staying so close to Thomas Muller on the sidelines. Thomas Muller departing, and we have got that second goal. 90 minutes are up. 90 minutes are up. How much of the stoppage time? It is now to Harry Kane. Will he get a shot on target? He gets it. He misses it, but the flags were raised. Anyways, the flags were raised. 25 goals for Harry Kane, 11 goals for Olise, and 12 goals it is for Sane. It is 90 minutes are up, but how much of the stoppage time has been awarded for that? Look at that. How much of the stoppage time is being awarded into this? The referee 7, Jablonski, is not making those announcements good. But how much of the stoppage time is being awarded into that? 92 minutes on the watch. Harry Kane is also getting those substitutes. It is now Harry Kane who is out of the pitch, and Vincent Company showing that the next season in the lineup, will he be getting the likes of Vidovic? The substitution has come in. It is Gabriel Vidovic who is the man coming in. 92nd minute substitution. Vidovic getting that. It is now Sane moving high up again on the right wings. He is speeding. Look at that speed from Sane. My goodness. Look at that speed from Leroy Sane. My boy. Leroy Sane on the right wings is still a big terror. Big terrifying one for Bayern. Olise now to Sane again. Back to Olise. It is the final whistle which has been blown, and 7, Jablonski, the man who has blown the whistle. Thomas Muller, the legendary man, getting those felicitations. Will it be happening? On the 17th of May, all the lights at the Allianz now are being dimmed. And Thomas Muller is having that legendary walk at the Allianz for the last time. The home game which he played this season is the last one. But Gabriel Vidovic is the man who has been given those substitutions. It is that which is the team is building up. So Bayern is looking good with those injuries as well. Bayern has been looking good with those injuries as well. It is the end of the game, but this was the moment. Thomas Muller getting that big one. Thomas Muller will be remembered much of the time. Thomas Muller will be remembered much of the time. And those of you who had given those votes that Florian Wirtz is the need of the hour, do have a think of it again. Do we need those 100 million plus transfers to be incoming? Uli Hoeneß is having that beer in his hand. It is Bernie who is also there on the page. Look at that. Bernie, the Bayern teddy bear, is also there on the page. Look at that. It is all the celebrations we will be having. And Thomas Muller making his big moves against Vincent Company in 2008 and 9, and now he is getting those exits with Vincent Company again. 249 goals, and Thomas Muller is the man. Harry Kane wins the trophy. My goodness, what a turnaround it is. Man are having the trophy, they are having those exits, and they are having, look at that, Bernie is staying so close to Thomas Muller. It is Daniel Peretz, it is Manuel Neuer. It's Kusiasare, Goretzka, Dyer, but Thomas Muller is the man staying there, still high up. What a celebration! What a celebration we are having! What a celebration we are having! Look at that. This legendary man still not having tears in his eyes. He is that strong. He is that strong. This legendary man, Thomas Muller, not having the tears in his eyes. He is such a strong man. Such a strong man he is. It is Ilbert, the legend, there talking with Thomas Muller and his relatives as well as his family there talking with Albert, the legendary striker of a man as well. Only the man it is staying with us from the 2014 World Cup is the likes of Manuel Neuer. The only man now standing, the last wicket standing for Bayern of that legendary 2014 World Cup squad is only the likes of Manuel Neuer. It is Thomas Muller who is departing, as well as it is the likes of Eric Dyer who is also departing. Look at that. Thomas Muller is still having that jokey, cheeky, peaky expressions on his face, not having tears on him. What a strong man Thomas Muller is. Look at that. Thomas Muller not having those tears in his eyes. He is still looking a strong man on the pitch. Bayern needs to be building a new Thomas Muller. The demon shaft need to be building a new Thomas Muller. That number 25. It will be not that easy to create a player like Thomas Muller. Look at all the fans. They are having those tears on their eyes. A big congratulations to Bayern for winning the 34th title. Mia said Mia, my boys. Mia said Mia. Look at those celebrations. The Bundesliga trophy is now being felicitated at the Allianz. It is going to be happening. It is going to be happening. It is also Ruminigi Uli Juenes, the two legends. They are also having that beer in their hand. They are also enjoying this. What a big one it is. Where tracks were lag room. Thomas Muller plus FC Bayern. That is what the kid on these sidelines is having that. Look at that. Fonzie is coming onto the pitch and with his clutches as well as those clamps which has been placed on his legs. Look at that. Alfonso Davies with the Bambi is also coming with those injuries. Bambi on the sidelines was seen and he is also coming to get the clinch of the trophy. My goodness. It is the Nations League where the Demon Shark will be playing soon against Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal. But will we be having the availability of Bambi Jamal Musiala into that? Thomas Muller is leaving that, but look at that. Min Jae Kim, why is he sitting there on the stairs? Look at that expression from Kim Min Jae. Look at him. He is sitting there on the stairs, and what is he just expecting to be happening? It is Thomas Muller now being called. To see Asare, Thomas Muller now coming on to the pitch. It is all the aspects of Thomas Muller which we want to be watching this. All the Bayern players are now seen changing their t-shirts. They want to be looking good. For that, felicitation. Look at that. All of the Allianz is now just turned into that white color, which is looking so good. How much to praise of this legendary man, Thomas Muller? It is looking less. It is looking less. How much to be praise of watching this legendary man, Thomas Muller? It is definitely going to be less. But we want that felicitation of Thomas Muller as well as that Bundesliga trophy. And those of you who are watching, you can give your votes that can Bayern get Florian Wirtz transfer this summer. And upon the departure of Thomas Muller from the squad, it will be some sort of relaxation which Bayern management will be having in those salaries to be paid as well as departure of Eric Dyer. But Leroy Sané time and again proving that he is worthy. Leroy Sané time and again proving that he is worthy of making those big moments. Will that be the thing happening? Will that be the thing happening? Give your votes, guys. 100 million transfers of Florian Wirtz. Is that the good thing which Bayern can afford to be happening? Look at that. The players who are in for Bayern so far, it is only Ubi and Tom Bishop on the mid pitch. Arena was there but hasn't been that impressive. Olise has been very impressive. Armindo Steeb not making those. Hiroki Ito, Stratton Macker, Gibson Edu, Eric Dyer. These were the players who were in for Bayern. But again, looking at the players who were out, look at that. It is Noel, Eseko, and Kili. Mathis Tell, Aslu is on a loan from Real Valladolid. I'm having big expectations from Adam Asnu. Grayson Detoni and Asnu, I was having expectations. Ibrahimovic is there. I was having big expectations from him. Iran Kunda, I'm not having any expectations from this man. Nestra Iran Kunda, no denying the fact, no expectations from him. France critics, he is still young. Vidovic is the man I was having those expectations. Kratzik is the man who is young, but Vidovic is the man I was having those expectations. Zaragoza is also on loan and he will be seen, but I don't think Zaragoza will be that fit man to be incoming. Looking at those contract extensions, look at that. It is Kimmich who has got, Bambi, Musiala has got, Davis has got. Ibrahimovic is up to 2027. Ibrahimovic on the left wings, I have expectations from him. Pavlovic is there, Stanisic is there up to 29, both of them. But these two men again, it is Lovro Zonarek and Adam Oznu. I want Adam Oznu, Lovro Zonarek, Ibrahimovic, these three to be playing in the squad. These three to be playing in the squad. And also the likes of Gabriel Vidovic. These are the four players I want them to be playing. It is the likes of Gabriel Vidovic on the left wings. I want him to be making those creativity. It is the likes of Ibrahimovic. It is the likes of Zonarek and Adam Oznu on the left wing backs. Adam Oznu on the left wing backs and Lovro Zonarek on those attacking mid-pitch. I want these players from the academy to be coming up big. I want these players to be coming in big. And already we have got Bishop and Ubik. But the trophy is now being handed over. Look at that. It is 34th time. Mia San Mia boys, Pac-Mas. We have made that for the 34th time. And we are making that big. We are making that big. But what are those academy players who are being given those awards? Sacha Boe is also having that award. My goodness. Pavlovic this time. Palhina. It is Guerrero. It is Dyer. Dyer has been impressive. Daniel Peretz is also getting that. It is Thomas Muller who will be coming on late. It is now Lama. It is Ubik, the man. He is getting that. Ubik, the man, getting that. Kusi Asare is getting that. Look at Fonsi, Alfonso Davis. Look at him. He is having those clutches. He is having those tags on his legs. He is having that specs as well. My goodness. Alfonso Davis, Fonsi is coming onto the page with his specs. And look at that with clutches. He is going to collect that. It is now Vincent Company also. Vincent Company clinching the Bundesliga title back has been doing impressive. Olise this time gets that. It is now the club officials, some of them who have been also selected to get that trophy. Vincent Company now getting that. Vincent Company was inquiring that whether he will be going to collect that. But now here comes Manuel Neuer after Vincent Company. Here comes Manuel Neuer. It is the hierarchy of Bayern. After Vincent Company coming in, Manuel Neuer to collect his medal. My goodness. It is that hierarchy we are talking, my boys. It is that hierarchy which we are talking. And now comes the legendary number 25, Thomas Muller. Look at him. Thomas Muller is still laughing. He's not having those tears in his eyes. Such a strong man he is. Thomas Muller is still having that laugh. He is not having those tears in his eyes. What a strong man that is. It is Thomas Muller now coming on. Look at him. Big legend just taking those departures from the team and collecting the last trophy from Bayern. We want him to be incoming again, my boy. Coming back from those managerial aspects again. Bavaria needs you. Bayern needs you, my legend Thomas Muller. Bayern needs you. The Bundesliga trophy now being given to the captain Manuel Neuer in his hand. The trophy is ours, my boy. The trophy is ours. We have got that 34th Bundesliga title. Neuer now presents that to Thomas Müller. We will be having that. The whole of the team has raised and Bayern now has officially been given the Bundesliga trophy. Oh my goodness. Deutscher Fußballmeister, Mies and Mister. It is Bavarians who have got that. Look at that. It is now Harry Kane again lifting that shield. Oh my god, Harry Kane now again has lifted that. It is those big moments which we are having. Look at that humble man, Thomas Muller, still not having those tears in his eyes. Who could have believed that? He is such a strong man. Bundesliga is ours, my boys. Red is the color, and we have made that again. 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 34th time the title is ours. The record mister has again claimed that, and it is for the 34th time we have been getting that. My goodness. And Thomas Müller now will be having those good words. Look at that. Thomas Müller is still having those smile and he is just loving it. That is what the mentality is, my boys. That is what the mentality is. You have to make those smile on your face every time you are going to be making it. The Bavarian flags are now just waving high up. From Muller with his family also on the stands celebrating this. Whole of the Alliance is now in that red color and the song is being played. Fireworks, shots being taken, and whole of the team one by one is coming on for making those trophy celebrations. Mias and Mister has made that. Vincent Company with his first appearance has made that. 34th trophy, 34th Bundesliga shield coming to home has made that. Harry Kane, the curse has been over, has been made that. It is Bambi Jamal Musiala, the new bright star has been created. It has been made that after those 2014 World Cup, Bayern has faced so much of those criticized from the different fans all across the globe, but Bayern have been making that big time and again. And the next season 2025-26 will Florian Wirtz. Oh my god, look at that. It is Vincent Company now coming on to lift that Bundesliga shield over here. Look at that. What has he made that? Vincent Company now lifts that good. Look at the smile on his face. He is having that extreme joy lifting that. The title winning coach now gets that. Man has made that. Man has made that a big time. It is Guerrero this time. Look at that. Things are looking so good for Bayern over here. Things are looking so good for Bayern over here. So the Dusha Football Mr. 2025, it is Bayern. Look at that weird Alfonso Davis. He is having those clutches. He is having his legs tied so deep, and he is having that weird specs as well. Now it is Leroy Sané lifting the Bundesliga. Alfonso Davis is looking like a rock star over there. But yes, it is the likes of the Harry Kane who will be also getting that golden boot. But look at that weird looks of and Vincent Company finally just giving his medal to Thomas Muller for that. What an appreciation that is. Vincent Company having that. Look at that. Thomas Muller just made those big moments. But we will be able to watch Thomas Muller play one more game because Bayern still has one more game left in their fixtures, and it will be against the likes of Hoffenheim. It will be on the 17th of May, and we will be having that Bundesliga watch party for that. Do join us for that watch party where we will be watching Bayern winning those. But already the trophy has been handed over to Bayern, and what a big moment that was. FC Bayern Munich again, the douche mister, the record mister. Big celebrations going on at the Allianz, big celebrations going on. The final pictures will now be clicked. But look at that, Alfonso Davis making that look. Oh my goodness. The whole of the Bayern officials, the whole of the Bayern squad over here are just jumping in joy. But that legendary man, Thomas Muller, still not having the tears in his eyes. Such a strong man he is. He is such a strong man. Big one, big one. And we are having Bayern watch this. I mean, Bayern lifting this Bundesliga shield, and we are watching this on our live stream. One day we will be going to Bayern for watching this. It will be also happening. One day we will be again going back to Bayern for watching this. Look, look at those fireworks. Look at those fireworks on those sidelines. Alliance is having that whole gold watch over here. Mias and Mister are celebrating it big. Big one. Big win for boys. Big win. That is also the end of our watch along for this, and we have completed those 2.5 hours of this stream. And those of you who has given your votes for those, Bayern will get those weeds transfer or not, will also be the watch, will also be the watch. But finally Bayern has lifted that, finally Bayern has lifted that, and Thomas Muller is departing it. Celebrations are going on. We will be having the watch party on 18th of the May. We will be having the watch party on the 18th of the May. Big win, my boys, big win. So it is those celebrations of Thomas Muller which is going on in the Bundesliga. Look at that, Thomas Muller with that Bundesliga title is going on to the sidelines. Look at that. Look at those fireworks. My goodness, whole of the Alliance is, my goodness, Thomas Muller now making it into those fans area. Look at that. Thomas Muller already celebrating it. He is celebrating it with those fans over there. Look at that. It is the Bundesliga trophy which he has handed over to the fans. My goodness. Crazy celebrations that is looking from Thomas Muller by getting that Bundesliga trophy to the fans. He has handed over to the fans. This man is really deep for the fans. This man is really deep for Bavaria. Look at the celebrations which is happening. Look at the celebration which is happening. Yes, there will be those community celebrations also on those 18th of the May. Look at those celebrations. Look at those celebrations. Look at those celebrations. Thomas Muller is having those big celebrations on with the fans over here. It is looking so good. It is looking so good. And we are having that Thomas Muller over here for that 2025 500th appearance. That frame, we are having that over here. Look at that. It is for the demon shaft now the celebrations are going to be made. It is for the demon shaft now the celebrations are going to be made. Look at that. Thomas Muller is still having those big words to the fans. He is having those big moments with the fans. So that is the Pac-Man song which is now being having. Look at those celebrations. Look at those celebrations. It is looking so epic. Look at that. The ultras are having that big celebrations over there. It is looking so good. Big celebrations going on here, boys. Big celebrations going on. It is those traditions which they are now having that in those celebrations. Look at that. Look at that. What of those big celebrations we are having for departing Thomas Muller from Allianz? Now it is Thomas Muller coming back to the pitch. Look at him. He is now coming back to the pitch. And he is coming back to the pitch with that Bundesliga trophy in his hand. Look at that. So business done by Bayern, and it is the Bundesliga trophy which is back at home. But Thomas Muller is departing, and still Bayern will have that on the targets, that whether it is the likes of Florian Wirtz who is going to be coming on to Bayern this summer. Will that be happening or not is the voting session which was there for your votes. And Vincent Company is also staying at Munich, but the celebrations are still going on. The celebrations are still going on. Look at that. It is that big screen where Thomas Muller video is being played. Look at that big screen where the Thomas Muller video is being played. All of those moments where he had those big moments on the pitch is now being just played on that big screen. Down the lines, it has been so many years Thomas Muller playing with that. Look at that young Thomas Muller with that jersey. It is those 25 on his jersey, and it is 25 years he has been with the Bavarians FC Bayern. Look at what Thomas has to say. Such a strong man, still not having tears in his eyes. Such a strong man he is. Oh my god, we have got a vote that can Bayern get Weeds transfer this summer. Yes, hell yeah. Hell yeah, we have got that vote. What a big celebration it is. Thomas with his last words, which he is saying at Bayern. And 25 years he has been playing that non-stop and has been making those appearances good enough. He has been making those appearances good enough. So yes, that is the end of our stream and we will be ending this, but still Thomas Muller departing. Will we be having those Florian Wirtz transfer or not? But with 100 million transfers, will that be the need of Bayern to be making that good or not is also a big question. We had those detailed analysis of all of that, as well as we have got those votes that yes, Wirtz is going to be making that Wirtz-Zala at Bavaria this summer. So yes, all from my end, and yes, good bid adieu to Thomas Muller with his 25 years of marvelous performances at Bayern. Ending this stream and hope to get Thomas Muller back into the squad with those managerial aspects soon. Definitely, we want this Bavaria blood to be at FC Bayern in those good moments. So yes, do stay tuned to FC Ramsay, and tomorrow we will be having the watch along of Leverkusen and Dortmund. It is the likes of Barcelona and the likes of Madrid for the El Clasico. It is Liverpool up against Arsenal, and these are the three watch alongs we'll be having. Stay tuned to FC Ramsay, and yes, Mia and Mia, pack mass, make it big, boy, make it big.